Abby Steiner ran 21.77 seconds in the 200 meters. That puts her in the top 6 American women ever. Only FloJo and Gwen Torrence were faster. Almost nobody else. Then at 25, with a $2 million Puma deal on the table, she walked away. And what she did next? Wild. She grew up in Ohio playing soccer, not track. She didn't even run track until 8th grade. No famous coach, no big name, just a fast kid from Dublin, Ohio. In high school, she won 14 state titles and set 4 state records. Still, nobody outside Ohio knew her name. She went to Kentucky to play soccer and run track. After one soccer season, she dropped soccer for good and went all in on sprinting. That's when everything exploded. In 2022, she smashed the American indoor 200-meter record at 22.09. Outdoors, she ran 21.80, another record. She raced 57 times that year. Remember that number. Then she won the US title at 21.77, joining legends like FloJo. Puma signed her for over $2 million. At Worlds, she placed 5th in the 200 meters, then blazed a 9.86 relay split to help Team USA win gold. 2 days later, she won gold again in the 4x400, 2 golds at just 22 years old. Then her body broke. In August 2023, surgery on her left foot. A bone spur was crushing her Achilles. 1 month later, the same surgery on her right foot. Both feet back to back. She still fought her way to the 2024 Olympic trials and ran a season-best 22.30 in the semifinal. It looked possible. Then in the final, the fatigue caught up. She faded and finished 6th. Third place ran a 21.91, the fastest ever needed just to make the team. Her 22.30 would have made every US team since 2000. Not this one. She cried after that race. She admitted she'd been running through pain in both feet. Then came surgery number 3, recovery, again. Here's what she did during that recovery. She studied and passed the toughest strength and conditioning exam out there, the CSCS. Coaches trained for months for that exam. She passed it from an injury bed. Then she got accepted into a master's program at South Carolina. On August 20, 2025, she posted the news herself. 3rd surgery, new certification, grad school acceptance. And she said she's stepping back from running, for now, to heal and chase other goals. That's the crazy part. Most athletes in her spot either push through pain or quietly fade away. Abby Steiner used her injury time to earn a certification and get into grad school. And she left the door open with 3 words, for the time being. The US women's 200 meter was supposed to be a 3-way fight. Gabby Thomas, Sha'Carri Richardson, and Abby Steiner. One top analyst said it straight. A healthy Abby Steiner locks a Team USA spot, guaranteed. Her 21.77 still ranks top 5 all time for American women. But there's a dark side. She ran 57 races in 2022. That kind of load breaks bodies. It broke hers. College track pushed her too hard, too fast, before her body was ready. 3 surgeries in 2 years wasn't bad luck. It was overuse. Is she done forever? She never said that. She said for the time being, not goodbye, not retired. She's healing and chasing other passions. She once deferred a spot in Kentucky's physical therapy program to go pro. Now she's in grad school, certified, and recovering. Other athletes have come back from worse. Trayvon Bromell missed 2 seasons to injury and nearly made an Olympic team anyway. A comeback is possible. Abby Steiner is only 25. Her personal best doesn't expire. Her talent isn't going anywhere. The only question is her feet. Track is watching. And if she comes back healthy, everyone currently in her spot better start training harder. Stepping back, getting certified, going to grad school, healing on her own terms. That's who she really is. She was never just a sprinter. She was building something bigger. Right now, that's the most impressive story in American track. In June 2025, Julian Alford ran a 21.71 in London, into a headwind, easing up before the line. Still the 9th fastest 200 meter ever run. She walked into Tokyo as the fastest woman in the world that year. Nobody was close. Then Tokyo happened, and nothing went as planned. In London, Alfred exploded off the curb and nobody could touch her. She eased up with 10 meters left and still ran a 21.71 into a headwind. Her training partner, world champion Dina Asher-Smith, ran a 22.25 in the same race. Alfred beat her by half a second. 11 months earlier in Paris, fatigue had slowed her to silver in the 200-meter. London proved she was a completely different athlete now. That change didn't come easy. Before Paris, she almost quit the sport. The pressure of representing St. Lucia was crushing her. Winning didn't excite her anymore, it scared her. Then her coach asked one question: "Are you ready to be an Olympic champion?" That flipped a switch. She started visualizing. The morning of the Paris 100-meter final, she wrote in her journal, "Julian Alfred, Olympic champion." Then she went out and ran 10.72 for gold, St. Lucia's first ever Olympic medal. After Paris, she kept building. More strength work, longer speed endurance. Her curve to straight transition became a weapon. In 2025, she won every 200 meters she ran, 3 for 3. She hit 10.75 in Stockholm and lost only one 100 meter all year. Even after an injury sidelined her in August, she came back and won Zurich at 10.77. Her coach said she was still only at 80% heading into Tokyo. She hadn't even peaked yet. That 21.77 in London wasn't her ceiling. Tokyo was supposed to prove it. She landed there with the world's fastest 200-meter time. Gabby Thomas, her closest rival, had already pulled out hurt. The path looked open. Then, in warm-up for the 100-meter final, her hamstring locked up. She knew instantly. She raced anyway and still took bronze. Remarkable, but not the plan. She admitted after the race the pain was getting worse. She gave herself 24 hours to decide on the 200-meter. Her agent confirmed it. Grade 1 hamstring strain. Small tear, but dangerous if pushed. The next day, St. Lucia's Federation confirmed it. She was out of the 200-meter, the race she'd built her whole year around. That opened the door. Melissa Jefferson Woodard, already the 100-meter world champ, suddenly had a real shot at the sprint double with Alfred gone. Sha'Carri Richardson, who'd been chasing Alfred since Paris, had her shot too. But neither would beat the real best 200-meter runner of the year. She was on the sidelines with ice on her leg. A grade 1 strain usually heals in 2 to 4 weeks if handled right. The real danger is rushing back and turning it into a grade 3 season over. Alfred's team chose to be patient. They're playing the long game, all the way to LA 2028. She's only 24. Her best years are ahead. When she's fully healthy, the 200-meter world record could be in real danger. Tokyo wasn't the end. It was a delay. She already set the bar before she even got there. When she's back, that bar comes with her. Gabby Thomas just did something no American sprinter has ever pulled off. After sweeping 3 golds in Paris 2024, after becoming the face of the sport, she flew over 8,000 miles, raced in 3 African countries in 9 days, quietly announced a major event switch, and told Grand Slam track no, straight to their face, on camera. Let's rewind to Paris. Gabby enters the 200-meter final with the world's best time that season. She runs down Julian Alfred late and wins gold at 21.83, her first individual Olympic title. Then she helps Team USA win gold in both relays, 3 golds in 1 Olympics, matching Allyson Felix's 2012 run. She's the biggest name in American sprinting. Then her Achilles started acting up in May 2025. It got worse all summer. She had to pull out of Worlds in Tokyo, her first big meet since Paris. Most athletes would go quiet and rebuild slowly. Gabby did the opposite. She announced 3 meets in 3 countries in 9 days: Ethiopia, Kenya, then Botswana. 2 of those cities sit thousands of feet above sea level, brutal for a sprinter's body. Nobody does this after an injury. Before anyone could question her health, she ran an 11.0 in cold, wet conditions at the Texas Relays, tying her personal best. Message sent. Then came the bigger news. On a podcast, she revealed she's shifting focus to the 400 meters starting in 2026. Not a side project, a real goal. Her reasoning: constant max effort sprinting wears the body down, and she wants a long career. She said the 400-meter training actually feels good, mentally and physically. And the numbers back her up. She already ran a 49.14 in the 400-meter, top 25 all time. She split 49.3 on Team USA's record-breaking relay in Paris. Analysts think she can drop into the high 47 or low 48 range with real training. That's not podium level yet against runners like Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, but it puts her in the conversation. And her real target isn't 2026, it's LA 2028. Then there's Grand Slam track. Asked if she'd compete there again, she said no. Flat out, no hesitation. She said the idea was great. Top athletes racing often is good for the sport, but she's done with that league and fully committed to Atlas instead. And her answer makes sense. Grand Slam track canceled their LA meet in June 2025, then filed for bankruptcy by year's end. They owe money to athletes and staff. Reports say financial trouble existed even before the league launched, hidden from everyone involved, including Michael Johnson. The trust is gone. None of this is random. Not the African Tour, not the 400-meter pivot, not walking away from Grand Slam. Gabby Thomas is making the smartest, most calculated moves we've seen from any American sprinter in years.